Hello, welcome back to a new video. My name is Judy Tanye, and if you are interested in videos based around finance, fashion, and lifestyle, just keep watching. Hello, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we will be discussing things that most people spend their money on that I have not done in years and how it's saving me money. So, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are not subscribed to this channel, why not? Go ahead and press that subscribe button and press that notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a new video. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. I work in emergency response. I make over 6 figures, and this year my goal is to save $30,000 while being on a debt payoff journey. Don't have much debt, but what I do have, I want to go ahead and pay that off, get it cleaned up so that I can now focus on my savings goal. With that being said, let's go over a few things that most people spend their money on that I have not spent my money on in years. And I got this here just having conversations with coworkers, friends, such things like that. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. Hopefully this video would give you the opportunity to sit down, think about your finances, think about what's going out, think about what's coming in, and see where we can cut those expenses. Well, see, the first thing that I have not spent money on in years that a lot of people are still spending money on is cable. We don't have cable. We have not had cable in well over 10 years. And the reason why I cut the cable expense is, first of all, I used to work for Comcast before I got into my current role. I did a lot of jobs, but Comcast was my last role before I got into my current role. Now, with Comcast, I was getting an employee discount. With the employee discount, I didn't pay for services. I only had to pay for my equipment, and I had to pay taxes. So we're talking about I was paying a bill for internet, phone, and cable, which cost me less than $40. Of course, I quit, and those services went away, or those discounts went away. And once I saw what the actual bill looked like without the promotions, they sent me a bill for like $400 or $500. I said, baby, you can come and get every box from out of this house. Ain't no way that I am paying no $400 or $500 for no one's internet service at all. So you know what, as a matter of fact, it wasn't even 10 years ago, because I've been on my job now for 15 years. So we're talking about 15 years ago. They sent that bill. It was well over $500. I said, oh, come on, come and get it. Come get your stuff. Because ain't nothing living up in here that's not helping around this house that I'm paying for $500. Ain't no way, no way. So of course at that time, here's a tip. If you ever want to get your any bill, I don't care if it's a credit card bill, phone bill, cable bill, except for your necessities. Like, they not trying to negotiate. You're going to pay gas. You're going to pay like those bills you're gonna pay. But as far as like those non-necessities, call and ask for the retention department. Believe me when I tell you, they do not want to see no money leave from up out of their company at all. So call, ask for the retention department, and they will cut you some type of deal that add like these promotions. Now, of course, the promotions only last for a year. You'll have to keep calling and getting the promotions and all of that stuff. I personally got tired of calling for those promotions. So once I realized that I can live without cable, we're not paying for cable no more. And then my kids weren't even watching it. Like, my kids was into YouTube and all of the other little social medias, and I love YouTube as well. So once I realized that there are free services out here, cable was gone. So we do not pay for cable. We only pay for internet. Number 2, home phone. Now I understand the importance of home phone. I get that. You do want to always have a direct line, just in case you have an emergency, because when it comes to cell phones, anything can happen, you know. However, when it comes to a house phone, anything can happen as well. And once I realized that I was getting less service more than I was getting more service, it was a no for me. And most of the time the phone was unplugged because the ringing would irritate me. I worked the night shift. Don't call me during the day. I probably have not had home phone service just as long as I have not had cable, because it was a combined service. So y'all know those additional charges that they was charging us back in COVID, that 3.5% on our bill, where they was talking about it was a cleaning fee. Do y'all know they still charge us that? Just one day you go out to a restaurant, look at the bill, and it's going to be a 3.5%. Is either, now they may have changed it from a cleaning fee to a employee fee or a maintenance fee or whatever it is. I'm letting you know it's optional. You don't have to pay that. So when our waiter come over, before we even start service, we let them know, please don't charge us the 3.5%. And most waiters and waitresses, they are now just automatically removing that fee because they don't want to hear people complain about paying that fee. But if you go to a steakhouse, for instance, you're talking about, for two people, you're spending upward of anywhere between $300 and $500. 3.5 in addition to whatever the gratuity that you're going to leave. We leave whatever the highest is, 22 or 25% gratuity. That's a lot. That's not a little bit of money. And if I have the option of not paying it, I'm not paying it. No. So those added expenses, as far as paying your restaurant bill is concerned, we don't pay those either. Car note. We buy our cars used. We do not pay a car note. I don't believe in paying a car note because at this point, those interest charges, what? I was talking to some of my coworkers, and the amount that they pay for those car notes, oh my God, they are astronomical. And we're talking about something that is a depreciating asset. It used to be 0% interest on your finances, or 0% interest when you finance. But now they don't even have 0% interest. So why not, if I'm not paying a car note while I'm driving the current car that I have, just set aside a little money and consider it a car note account, put it in a high yield savings account, so that way when it's time for you to purchase a new car or a newer car, because we don't buy newer cars, we don't buy new cars either, we only buy used and certified used. But when it's time to purchase you a new car, because it's new to me, then you'll have that money set aside. But anything where we don't have to pay interest, it's a difference between good interest and bad interest. And as far as a car note, to me, that's bad interest. I have not paid a car note in well over 12 years. So that's another thing. We don't pay car notes. Phones. I do not get a new upgrade every year. Before I got the iPhone 17, I had the iPhone 12. And now that I have the iPhone 17, I probably won't get another iPhone until it's an iPhone 23. I do not upgrade my phone every year. No way. If the one I got still work, I am going to keep on using the phone that I currently have. And I think that was a part of my no buy video, and I'll leave it in the description box. But yeah, I have a few no buys for this year, but I'm talking about like what I don't spend money on that most people spend money on. Upgrades. I do not upgrade my phone every year. That is a no for me. Uber Eats, if I want it, I'm going to get it. Well, first of all, I don't really eat fast food. Why? Because it's processed, and in the city that I live in, we have like candy warehouses, so we can go and buy all of that stuff that they make at the restaurants or fast food restaurants. We can go and buy it from this store and make it at home. So I don't indulge in fast foods, but if I did, like I like a Chipotle bowl every now and again. I like some tacos from a fast food restaurant every now and again. And if you're from Chicago, Harold's, I do like me some Harold's every now and again. However, if I'm too lazy to go and get in the car and get it, then that means I don't need it. Those DoorDash fees, Uber Eat fees, I don't deal with none of that stuff. If I don't go get it, I just won't have it. So that's another thing I do not waste my money on, and I have not ever. I can't think of no time that I've ordered DoorDash or Uber Eats. Plus, I'm a little particular about like my food being around other people. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but between the restaurant, the Uber Eats, and then me, that's too many hands in one bag. I can't, nah, because if I get sick, I don't know who to blame it on. Like, yeah, no, I ain't with it. Then one time, let me tell y'all, this one time that really turned me off. During COVID, they have like this no contact thing option where they just leave your stuff on the front porch, or they leave your stuff sitting outside. What? You gonna leave my food on the ground? No. Oh no. That is not for me. I'm sorry. That's not for me. And this is a safe space, and I'm not judging nobody who makes a decision, but I'm sorry. Baby, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. So yeah, DoorDash fees, Uber Eats fees. No, thank you. Going to get my nails done and pedicures, lashes, such things like that. I do all of that stuff myself. For me, it's relaxing. Plus, I'm particular about people touching. Like, I'm a real touchy person. I'm real particular about. I'm an exchange of energy kind of person. So I don't like for everybody to touch me. I'm definitely big on people praying over me. When people say I'm gonna pray for you, I be like, no, I'm good. Me and God got this relationship where He understands me, I understand Him. So the less hands that I have touching my actual physical body, then that means the less hands I have as far as my spiritual is concerned. So as far as my pedicures, manicures, nails done, lashes, and the one thing I'm afraid of being is blind, baby. So I don't even get no lashes done, because first time you poke me in my eye, we got a problem. And nothing against the visually impaired. I'm too nosy. I ain't gonna lie, I am too nosy. I be needing to know what's going on. What she got on? What you say? What? I need to see. I need to see my food. We have this one restaurant in the city that I live. I live in Chicago. If you guys don't know that, but we have this one restaurant where the experience is you eat in the dark. Didn't I just tell y'all I'm particular about my food? Eating in the dark. Like, you mean I can't even see what's on my plate? That can be chitlins. Nothing against people who eat them. I ain't for me. The boo-boo noodles ain't for me. But ain't nothing against whoever eat them. But that can be anything on that plate. No, thank you. But there are a few key things that I want to mention. These videos are not here to make judgment against anybody. These are just my personal feelings about like what I choose to spend my money on. That's the reason why this is a personal finance. This is all personal to me. Now I'm sharing these things because hopefully it can either one or two things motivate you all to do the same things that I'm doing, and or leaving those comments in the comment box, and that can motivate me to do more. Maybe I'm missing something, I don't know, but this is open up that dialogue so that we all can communicate, because life has no handbooks. The only way that we are allowed to learn something is by learning from each other. Okay, so this is a no judgment zone at all. And at this here point, I'm taking back my control. Okay, I don't buy to cope. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't buy to impress. I'm past that. I don't buy to compete. Been past that. Keeping up with the Joneses ain't my thing. I don't buy because social media told me to. I am past that. I am on a road of trying to retire, and to retire comfortably. Like, I understand that we all gonna have to live on a fixed income. I get that. But there are certain things in life, because I have worked my entire life, that post working or post retirement, I want to have enough money in my account to take a vacation if I want to still dine at some of the restaurants that I want to dine. So in the moment, do I have to take a step back? Yes, I do. At this point, I'm choosing discipline over dopamine, because that's all it is. It's our mind telling us that we need these things. And to be honest with you, if you go 30 days living without some of these things that the society has now brainwashed us to think that we need, you'll soon realize you don't need that stuff. I went years without having a microwave. Only reason why I got one, because people would come over my house and complain because they couldn't heat their food up. And look at me, went out and bought a microwave. You're welcome, Jody. But anyways, last but not least, I am buying my freedom. Credit cards are designed to have us at work working, because last week, I'm not even gonna tell y'all how many days of overtime I worked to get these here credit cards paid off. But now that I am at that point in my life that I am not finally starting to get this here debt paid down, I'm not working as hard. And interest was created to keep us sitting at somebody's job, paying this stuff off. So we have to now just be a little bit more conscious of the things that we're spending and the way that we're thinking. And that's what I'm here for. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comment box, and I will meet you all back here next week for a new video. All right.